Hi, I'm Alan Whiting from Outback Travel Australia. Today I'm with David Hazelwood from Wedgetail. Now Wedgetail is very well known as a slide-on camper, but David's got a new development for us, haven't you?
Yeah.
What have you been up to?
Slid it off the tray and slid it onto
It slid off.
Slid it off.
Slid off.
Slid off and it slid on.
So what's the idea?
Well, some people coming in and saying they've got a dual cab on lease or a wagon on lease and they couldn't get a suitable vehicle for it.
Yeah.
And then there's people that have got grandchildren and things, so sometimes they want to be able to do it one way or another. So
Right.
people said, put it on a trailer.
Make it fit on a trailer. So you have.
Slid it onto a trailer instead.
Well, let's start at the pointy end and work our way back. David, this looks like a pretty long drawbar. Is that normal?
We've got two options. This is the longer one. This is a 2 metre drawbar.
Right.
And we've got a 1.5 metre drawbar.
Okay.
They're both out on the road. The longer drawbar, if you want to put things like bikes or boxes with all sorts of different storage things. We've even got a basket over here that we fill this area in and make a basket for picking up the plywood and stuff. So sometimes the longer drawbar's better. It's better for backing. But on a tight bush back track, maybe the short drawbar's a better idea.
Of course. Horses for courses. And the coupling, this is a Treg by the look of it.
We've got a couple out there with McKitches on, so we can talk about if someone's got a particular preference, set it up the way they like.
Fine.
Yep.
Good. We're set up for bikes here, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. So receiver hitch, so you can put a bike rack on here and put a couple of push bikes or a motorbike would fit across there.
Yep.
Plenty or two would fit across there.
Yeah. And if the shorter drawbar's fitted?
Yeah, the receiver hitch sort of is more or less in line with the front of the camper body, and there's still room for it on there, but obviously you've got less room for things with that one. So tap there, there's a 120 litre tank underneath the tray to go with the 90 litres in the camper, so we've got a 210 litre water capacity.
That's great.
Yeah, and so the water goes in there and fills up the tank, and then there's a pump so we can transfer it up to the top tank. It gives us two separate water supplies as well.
This is a pretty long drawbar, and quite often with a long drawbar you've got excessive ball weight. What's the ball weight?
Look, well, we can adjust the axle to suit to make sure we get it about right. But this, obviously in the build stage, it's not adjustable after it's done.
Yeah, of course.
But this one will be about 75 kilo download.
That's really good.
Yeah, track's beautiful.
But if someone puts a couple of bikes on here, or if they plan to, or have a heavy box here, you'd move the axle forward a bit?
Well, we can think about it, but remember we've got to think about it being stable without the bikes on.
Yes,
but remember,
of course.
This vehicle at least would be able to, has got a download capability of 350 kilos. So
plenty of leeway.
Exactly. Well, that's the plan, so that it's still stable without anything like that on if you're travelling light. But then you can dump all that stuff and still be okay.
Good.
We can discuss that.
Good. All right. Let's crawl underneath.
Oh.
All this looks pretty rugged underneath, mate.
Yep. Got a load rating on that back axle. We rated at 1950 kilos. The actual manufacturer's rated at 2000, but we've rated at 1950.
Okay. And you've got the mandatory doubled up shocks. That's always good for bush durability.
Absolutely, and the straps so you can't overextend your shocks.
Right, good.
Coil springs.
Yes.
Bump stops in those.
Anti-sway bar.
Yep. And
very nice.
That one's on a soft setting at the moment. We can change that to medium or heavy settings if someone wants a stiffer cornering ride.
Great. Oh, and here's your other water tap.
Yeah, water in one side, water out the other. So it goes up into the tank inside. Yeah, there's a pump there as well.
And are these Alco stabilisers?
They are indeed.
Yeah, industry standard, very good.
Yep.
And the water tank is up above the axle?
Yes, you might just be able to see it there, the grey water tank, that's the 120 litre tank.
Right, and
perfect spot from a weight distribution point of view, above the axle, just slightly forward. Yep. But you couldn't put in a better spot from a stability and load carrying and all that sort of thing.
And electric brakes?
Yes, 10-inch drums.
You've matched the camper doors with the storage boxes on the trailer.
That's it. Same sort of boxes we've got with the ute tray. So they match the doors of the camper. There's that coherent look. Same locks. So one key fits all. good departure angle, approach ramp over angle, being careful about that as well.
Yeah, very tidy. Looks great. Stone guard standard?
Yes, it's got to have it, otherwise you're going to have all kinds of problems.
Oh yeah.
We can build in the back, and we've got them out on the road already, right across, going across and filling that in and making it into a bin, so that you can get your firewood.
Oh yeah,
use it like that.
that's good.
Works well. And we're going to run a line from the top of the stone guard up to the front of the camp. See how there's an straight angle.
Yes.
So what we'll do is we'll get from there down to there.
You can match
from
that.
there down to there, and there, so you get that crease on both sides.
Nice.
And the same sort of thing, and that will protect whatever's on here, but it's still going to be removable if they want to do that.
Yeah, and easy to get stuff in and out.
Exactly.
And what's the structure? What are the rails?
100 by 50. We've talked to people that have got these sorts of drawbars being used for hire trailer work, and they are absolutely confident we'll never have any problem with those ever. So
100 by 50. Should be plenty, shouldn't it?
Yeah. I didn't want anything breaking and bending. Well, this is a 6-stud pattern.
Yep.
Where there's 5-stud patterns, we can have Toyota, whatever they like, and we can adjust within reason.
Offset.
The wheel track to suit different vehicles, so we've got the wheel tracking the other.
These are pretty flash, aren't they?
Yeah, not too bad.
Good.